head coach Carrie, Eighmey in here, and we'll just get straight to questions as the Coyotes prepare for the Summer League tournament. First round opponent, Denver, Friday afternoon.
Trey, go ahead. Perfect. Coach, just first off, just kind of as you head into the Summer League tournament as a number 3 seed, just kind of where do you feel like your team is right now in terms of, overall confidence and performance level?
Well, I mean, obviously we had a tough loss on Saturday, and didn't play very well. But at the same time, I think, like I was saying after the game, it's a natural reset, I think, to get into postseason. It's obviously March. It's, it's really a new season for everybody. So, I think obviously there's definitely some things we need to clean up this week on both ends of the floor and feel like we can play better basketball than maybe we did at the end of this week. But, I think our kids are excited about the Summit League tournament. So many of them haven't experienced it. So, looking forward to having the opportunity for them to be a part of it.
Yeah, and just in your eyes, just how important was it to secure that 3 seed compared to maybe dropping or maybe potentially getting to the 2 seed? Just kind of what are your thoughts on that front?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we were playing in a position on Saturday to try to get the 2 seed. Obviously you want to get whatever seed the highest seed you can possibly get. So obviously not getting the 2 seed is a little bit disappointing just because you get a day of rest. But it is what it is, and our team has, I think, worked really hard over the course of the entire season to earn a 3 seed. So we feel good about that.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, you're coming off a tough road loss to SCSU. Just is that game kind of behind you guys at this point, and just kind of how have you worked with your team to kind of shake that off so it doesn't carry into this weekend?
Well, I haven't seen our team yet. Since yesterday was Sunday and it was the day off, but it's definitely something that we will work through. Obviously film is helpful, but I think really, when you want to go into the conference tournament postseason play with the mindset of obviously feeling confident, but also making sure that you're fundamentally sound and your mindset is on doing the little things right. I think that's really what allows teams to be successful in the postseason.
Yeah, you open the tournament play against number 60 at Denver on Friday, a team that you've beaten this season twice by double digits. Just what do you take from those earlier matchups, and how do you make sure your group doesn't overlook them?
Yeah, I mean, well, I think obviously postseason you can't overlook anybody. It's that's why we play in March, and that's why it's called March Madness, is because anything can happen. And honestly, that second game that we played there, we were down for most of the game, and then kind of pulled away in the fourth quarter, kind of in the last half of the fourth quarter. So, I think our team understands that. It's not like we blew them out, and they've got plenty of firepower to beat us. So, I don't. Hopefully, that's not an issue with this team.
Yeah, you mentioned it right there, but in a conference tournament setting where really anything can happen, just how important is it for your team to stay locked in on one game at a time rather than maybe looking ahead at what's at stake in the conference tournament?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely can't afford to look ahead. We've talked about that all season long, so I don't think that's a new mindset for this team, that we've got to be focused on what's right in front of us. And, we've got to have great preparation and really be locked in on the scout and what we're trying to do against Denver.
Yeah, and just last one for me. Just when you think about what success looks like for your program this weekend, just what do you want to see from your team, whether that's effort, execution, leadership, or whatever the case may be, that would tell you that they're playing the right way?
Well, I'd like to see all those things you just mentioned, but I think for this team, when we're our best, we're locked in on detail, and we're locked in on doing the little things really well, and that starts up for us with defending and rebounding at a super high level. I think when those things are in place, I think it really helps our offense. But I think we've hung our hat on that all year long, and I definitely think that we need to make sure that that's the focus, that's the emphasis. And then like you said, I mean, the effort, the leadership, those things, we're going to need that too. We're going to need a pretty good version of our team to be able to survive and advance in the Summit League tournament.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Trey.
Adam, all you.
Coach, with how you said it was a tough loss in the last game against South Dakota State, do you think after a loss like that, that could maybe light a fire in the girls to give them some motivation to come out and play a strong conference tournament rather than to have them dwell on the fact that they might not have played their best game and an opportunity to lock up the 2 seed?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I mean, I definitely think that our team is disappointed in how they showed up and played on Saturday. Credit to South Dakota State as well. I mean, I thought they played really well. I thought they really jumped on us from the get-go, and kind of just put the game out of reach in the first quarter. So, yeah, for sure. I mean, I think our team needs to be able to take the lessons from that, but then also use it as motivation to make sure that we show up ready to go and have a faster start than we did on Saturday.
In the post game after Omaha, when the 3 seed was locked up, Molly Joyce said that coming into the season with a team full of new people, there was it was just kind of randomly put together, and there was not a lot of knowing of what to expect, and that it was awesome to see the success that this season had such far. Do you think that gives the players to be full of just feeling good about having a 3 seed and then come into this tournament to make a run?
Yeah, I mean, I think what they've accomplished so far is good. Hopefully they're not satisfied, and I don't think they are. I think they maybe surprised themselves a little bit just with how the season has gone, because of all the new players, and I think being able to get the 3 seed, is obviously the goal for everybody is always to try to win the conference, right? But I think the secondary goal is to win as many games as possible and try to finish as high as you possibly can to earn the highest seed that you can. And that's where we're at. And, hopefully our team doesn't feel like that's the end of it, that there's still more to be accomplished, and that they're ready to go and excited about the opportunity to continue to play together throughout the conference tournament.
And the 2 regular season matchups, Denver's Watts scored 19 in the game in 15, and then Williams and Robles both had a good game scoring against them. When 2 teams meet in the conference tournament in the first round like this, with both teams having players that had good games, do you think that makes it to where the players look forward to having a good, compelling first round game?
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to be careful about that. If you've had success in previous games, I think obviously that can provide some confidence. At the same time, coaches and teams adjust, and I don't think you can expect to get the same looks or to get the same opportunities that maybe you had in the previous game. So it's kind of a little bit of both, like gaining some confidence from past success, but then also being able to come in with a fresh perspective and to be able to make the reads that are available in that game and not predetermine what's going to happen based on what happened in the past.
And for you, as this is your second year at South Dakota, last year in the tournament, you had a first round loss, and then this year, going in as a 3 seed, obviously you're a different seed and different position and everything, but from your coaching perspective, do you sense anything different or have a different type of approach heading into the tournament this year?
Well, I mean, it's just a different team, different, just different group. So, I think a lot of the players that we had on the team last year, were returners, so they had experienced the conference tournament. I think one of the things that will be different for this team is most of them haven't. Obviously, Liv and Coral and Jenna and Angie have experienced the tournament, but nobody else. So, I think that's probably the biggest difference with this team, and obviously the seed is different. But at the end of the day, when you get into postseason play, it really comes down to, can you be playing your best basketball as a team, and can you execute and do all the little things consistently enough to survive and advance and continue on.
Denver is its own kind of matchup and game in itself, and as South Dakota State and North Dakota State are the top 2 seeds, is there, rather than what was asked earlier, to not overlook an opponent, do you think there's any kind of excitement or determination in the girls' mindset of to play a good game against Denver and then get a win, and then they can have a shot to play South Dakota State or North Dakota State again?
I mean, I think obviously ever since we've known, we at least have the 3 seed. There's the potential to play, those teams if you survive in advance. But I think for this team in particular, I think the focus is definitely just getting the first win. It doesn't matter who you're playing next until you can survive in advance. So our entire focus is on Denver.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, that's all we got.
Thanks
Coach.
everybody.